Disney Captain Jake, The Great Never Sea Conquest.
Ahoy, mateys! Do you want to join Jake's pirate crew? Then just say the pirate password, yo-ho-ho. As part of the crew, you'll need to learn the Neverland Pirate Pledge. Today's pirate pledge: a true pirate knows the power of teamwork. Jake and his crew are searching for the mighty Colossus, the biggest battleship of all time. Legend says it sank loaded with tons of treasure, like barrels of gold doubloons, squawks Scully, and shiny jewels, adds Izzy. Finding the treasure would be great, Jake says, but finding the ship Captain Colossus sailed would be awesome. Cubby's compass beeps. We're close, he says. Sail on, swabs, calls Captain Hook. The treasure of the Colossus is mine. Captain, why not work together? Asks Jake. Hook just laughs and pulls a lever. A rocket latches onto Bucky and pulls the Neverland pirates away. Hook searches below with his periscope. Nothing but rocks, he says. Men, set sail for anywhere but here. They pull up the anchor, which moves a boulder away from a sunken ship's broken hull. A menacing creature swims out of the shipwreck. Lord Fathom, shrieks a squid. I knew you'd break out. I've never left. You're loyal, Sinker, says the evil mer-wizard. But there's no time to talk. Fathom has plans. Soon I will rule the Never Sea. Follow me. In Neptune City, Queen Coralie and her friends are admiring shells when an old merman approaches the throne. Someone has been seen with your magical emerald doing evil deeds, he tells her. Impossible, says Coralie. The emerald, given to her by King Neptune, has been locked away for years. Queen Coralie takes the merman to see it. Just as Coralie said, the emerald is safe. Suddenly, the merman throws off his cloak. It's Lord Fathom. The emerald is mine, he shouts, grabbing it and placing it on his staff. Then Fathom places 3 sharks under his spell and commands them to lock up Coralie and her friends. But Sandy the starfish hides. Jake and his crew return to Pirate Island. Rotten coconuts, says Cubby. He wishes they had found the Colossus. Sandy surfs in and tells Jake what happened. By the power of my destiny sword, yo-ho, let's go, says Jake, as he and the crew climb back aboard Bucky. Out on the Never Sea, Fathom challenges Hook. Out of my way, he commands. I don't take orders from fish, Hook replies. Just then, Jake and his crew arrive to help, but the mer-wizard ducks underwater. Seconds later, a gigantic wave sends both ships out to sea. They'll need help defeating Fathom, so Jake calls for the best captains around. Soon, Captains Flynn, Frost, and Beatrice LeBeak join Captain Hook and Jake. Fathom plans to rule the Never Sea, Jake says, but if we work together, we can stop him. So the captains set sail. Operation Stop Lord Fathom is a go. The brave captains prepare to face Fathom, but the mer-wizard has gathered his army of spellbound sea creatures to fight them. Sharks smash holes in the ships. Waves spill across the decks. Flying fish rip through sails. One by one, the pirate ships are battered. This isn't working, cries Jake. Captains, retreat! We need a ship strong enough to take anything, says Jake, like the Colossus. It's not like you can snap your fingers and she'll appear, Hook says. Maybe not, says Jake, but I never give up. Suddenly, Jake's destiny sword sends a beam of light shooting across the water. The mighty Colossus rises from the deep. Your sword packs a punch, shouts Captain Frost. I guess so, says Jake. Now the ship needs a captain. All the other captains choose Jake. Jake's sword glows, transforming him into Captain Jake. "Let's stop Fathom as a team," he says. "The Neverland League of Pirate Captains." Fathom can't believe the Colossus sails again. He commands waves of sea creatures to attack and orders shipwrecks to surface and join the battle. The crew of the Colossus fires cannons and catapults coconuts to hold back the attackers. Then Jake spots Lord Fathom's magic emerald. "That's what makes him so powerful," Jake says. "We've got to swipe it." While the Colossus defends itself, Fathom and Sinker swim away. "Time to wake the Strake," Fathom declares. Deep in Dreadnought Cove, Fathom wakes the three-headed monster, ordering him to destroy the Colossus. Jake and his crew try fighting off the Strake, but it wraps its tail around the ship and squeezes. "Captain Jake," cries Izzy, "what's our plan?" I don't have one," Jake admits. Then Jake's destiny sword glows and King Neptune appears. "What do we do?" Jake asks him. "Not we, Captain Jake. It's up to you," says King Neptune. "Your sword has great powers if you believe in yourself." "I can do this," Jake says, turning to face Fathom. "For Neverland!" Suddenly, the Strake attacks. Captain Jake's magical sword lifts him into the air. "I can fly!" he exclaims, darting around the beast's three heads. The confused Strake plunges into the sea. "Ha ha!" laughs Jake. "The mighty Captain's sword rules!" "Only I, King Fathom, rule!" shouts the Merwizard. He shoots blasts from his staff, but Jake deflects every shot. Then Jake flies around Fathom until just the right moment. "I'll take this," Jake says, diving down and grabbing the emerald. "No!" shrieks Fathom before disappearing. "Well done," says King Neptune. "You stole Fathom's power." Suddenly, a roar pierces the air. The Strake is back. King Neptune reminds Jake of the emerald's power. So Jake holds it, yelling, "Hear me, Strake! Prepare to sleep! Slumber forever in the deep!" The beast has to obey, so he yawns and swims away. King Neptune returns to the deep, just as an old merman swims up to Captain Jake. "What an amazing gem," he says. "May I get a closer look?" But Fathom's disguise doesn't fool Jake. He throws the emerald into the air and blasts it into a million pieces with his sword. The Colossus sails to Mermaid Lagoon to free Coralie. "Thank you for saving my kingdom," says the Queen. "You're welcome," says Jake. "But I couldn't have done it without the Neverland League of Pirate Captains." "Hail Captain Jake," the other captains cheer. "Yo-ho! Let's go!"